The World Bank warns the global economy is set to suffer and global jet fuel prices jump to near 14-year highs. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramya Faraj. The World Bank says the war in Ukraine could not have come at a worse time for the global economy. When the recovery from the pandemic-induced contraction had begun to falter, inflation was surging, central banks were gearing up to hike interest rates, and financial markets were reflecting uncertainties. The World Bank says it's not yet clear how the conflict will change the global economic outlook, but it's already apparent that the increasing prices of food and energy, coupled with supply shortages, will be the immediate inflictor of pain for low and middle-income economies. The spike in energy prices caused by Russia's war will produce effects comparable to the 1973 oil shock. That's according to French Economy Minister Bruno Le Maire. Le Maire says the current energy crisis is comparable in intensity and in brutality to the oil shock of 1973, when the response caused an inflationary shock and led central banks to massively increase their rates, which killed off growth. Air travel is set to get more expensive as global jet fuel prices jump to near 14-year highs, driven by oil supply concerns. The higher costs for airlines and travelers are overshadowing the air travel recovery. Singapore jet fuel prices gained nearly 35% since Russia's invasion to hit $150 a barrel for the first time since July 2008. Jet fuel prices in Europe and the U.S. have seen similar trends. The UK has upped its sanctions against Russia by banning all Russian aircraft from landing and overflying Britain and prohibiting aviation and space-related exports. The aviation export ban covers technology and components as well as insurance and reinsurance products. Bitcoin reached above $42,000 today, spurred by optimism about a sweeping U.S. overhaul of crypto oversight. It comes on the back of a presidential executive order on cryptocurrencies to support responsible innovation and coordinate U.S. policy across agencies. In other news, Meta has opened its regional headquarters in Dubai in an event attended by COO Sheryl Sandberg. Sandberg said Meta's new office in the Emirates reflects the confidence of the world's largest tech companies in the city as a base for tapping new opportunities and advancing innovation. The new headquarters will serve the MENA region and cater to the growing needs of hundreds of millions of people here who use Meta platforms. You can watch our exclusive interview with Sheryl Sandberg on Forbes' Middle East social media platforms. First Abu Dhabi Bank has denied it's in merger talks with smaller rival Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank to finalize a potential merger. FAB says it's not in discussions with ADCB, and it denied a separate rumor that it's focused on implementing a 5-year strategy. FAB and ADCB are two of the biggest banks in the UAE, so the deal would create the largest Middle East lender by assets. Abu Dhabi's government owns a majority stake in both lenders. Meanwhile, Magnati, the payments business of First Abu Dhabi Bank, is weighing expansion opportunities. It comes after Brookfield Business Partners agreed to buy a 60% stake in the firm. Magnati says it will look at all prospects. It says it needs to build scale and showcase its presence in the Middle East and Africa. Emirates NBD aspires to fill 25% of all senior positions with women over the next 5 years. While women comprise 41% of its workforce, the vast majority don't occupy senior positions. The UAE requires its listed companies to have at least one woman on their boards. First Abu Dhabi Bank appointed a female CEO last year. UAE-based store management platform Dukantech has raised $5.2 million in a seed capital funding round led by Global Founders Capital. Dukantech plans to use the fund to support the expansion of its operations across the GCC, improve its technology stack, and expand reach. Dukantech was founded in January 2021 and has more than 4,000 customers. It empowers traditional merchants by providing end-to-end digital technology that improves all business processes. I'm Ramya Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.